All right. Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Iwan Lonya from the GMS Chicago branch. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, taught us this truth, salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth, and also the brothers to teach us word and sincerity. Once again, I'm the brother Iwan Lonya from the GMS Chicago branch. I'm just basically entitled this lesson, soon to come upon the whole world. Because we know pertaining to Revelations 13 and 16, which, the brothers, starting with thy elders and apostles, did quite a few lessons on how this is going to come upon the whole world. And a couple hours ago, I had, not even a couple hours ago, probably an hour or two ago, I had stumbled upon this video, by the brothers' channel, GMS Watchmen. Subscribe to the brothers' channel. It says, the MARK is next. Lithuania's new pass regiment. Yeah, just to basically show you that we're getting one step closer. We're starting to hear more about the Revelations 13 and 16 coming to pass. I'm gonna play this. Right, so basically, if you don't have the boogie passport, the boogie germ passport, you can't enter, as it says right here, shopping centers, restaurants, banks, gyms, universities, non-emergency medical care, supermarkets, non-essential stores, cafes, bars, haircuts, libraries, or repair services. So if you don't have the boogie germ passport, which is soon to be, that MARK, pertaining to Revelation 13 and 16. So they're gradually, moving towards, we're gradually moving, towards that prophecy, because you're hearing more and about in these different articles, news stations, and different things like that. And ultimately, if if we receive that MARK, you're basically, giving servitude to the so-called white man, these elites, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna just get into some precepts. Matter of factly, Revelations 13 to 16. I'm gonna just let you, read it for yourself, because they're taking brothers' videos down or whatnot. But this is going until the starting at 15, really. 15 Revelations 13 to 15 all the way down to the 18th verse talks about, if you don't have this particular, MARK, which we know is the it's the the elders say, I'm gonna just say potato chip. If you don't have that, which is the AMRK, which we all know what it is, pertaining to Revelation 13 and 16. If you don't have this mark, you won't be able to buy and sell. And the video I just basically showed you, if it's we're gradually moving to to this prophecy right here that you see on the screen, Well, like I said before, if you take that MARK, you're basically giving all servitude to the so-called, white man, these elites, just to basically tell them that, they're gods, basically. You're giving them all, power over you, you know. But I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with Revelation 3 and 10. This is the book of Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, which I titled the lesson. It's going to come upon all the world, because what we're moving into, they're trying to establish their NWO agenda, their new world order, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? And if you ultimately receive this MARK, which is I'm gonna just say the potato chip, But if you ultimately receive this mark pertaining to Revelations, what was that? Revelations 14 and 9, you're gonna taste of that judgment, which is those thermonuclear missiles, you know. You're gonna be tormented by, fire and brimstone if you take this mark, and ultimately if you also get this mark, like I said before, you're basically giving all servitude. You basically telling the so-called white man, which are these elites, you're basically telling them that you worship them. And just to basically back up, that, right? Because ultimately the Lord is going to protect us, during the hour of temptation, because what we're ultimately, trying to, keeping the word of His patience, doing the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, teaching His word, in truth and sincerity. The Lord is ultimately going to keep us. So this is the book of Exodus 21 and 6. It says, "Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever." All right. This is how, back in the ancient times, when the Israelite, was a servant, to another Israelite, they, had an awl, put into their ear, just to basically show them, there was a servant. And this, this all that's to come, which is the mark, it's basically you giving, all servitude to the so-called white man, which are these elites, you know, and he shall serve him forever. And like I said, this mark that's to come. If you ultimately accept this mark, you're gonna be tormented with fire and brimstone pertaining to Revelations 14 and 9. You know, and this is soon to come upon all the world. Uh, Let me see. Bear with me for a second. No, I'm gonna just move to Revelation, Job 20, 23. This is the book of Job 20 and 23. It says, "When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." Right. So when this NW agenda seems like it's going good, everybody, being mark up. We know what the mark is. Revelations 13 and 16. But to prevent this video getting taken down, you know, uh, I'm gonna just speak in code. So I'm gonna read it again. This is the book of Job 20 and 23. "When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." Right? When everything seems to be going good for this so-called white man, these elites, that's when Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is gonna disappoint him. Because the so-called white man, really thinks that he's finna, and make mark everybody up, you know which is not going to happen. It's only so far that this devil can go, you know. And like I said, those of our people that end up taking that mark, they're going to be destroyed. You know, those that wants to serve the so-called white man and take his mark, they're ultimately going to be destroyed. Pertaining to Revelations 14 and 9. You know. So Lord willing, I hope this is edifying to the elect. I want to end off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth. And also the brothers that teach this word in sincerity. Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. The Lord willing, I'll come back with another lesson soon. And don't take that mark. Because what we're in that time right now where this is being pushed heavy. So until next time, a ball.